Big movements in Ceragon Networks Limited stock price on Friday, moving 115.02% between high and low, updated on January 15, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since November 24, 2020 gain 95.56%. The Ceragon Networks Limited stock price gained 53.97% on the last trading day, Friday, 15 January 2021, rising from $3.15 to $4.85, and has now gained 3 days in a row. It will be exciting to see whether it manages to continue gaining or take a minor break for the next few days. During the day, the stock fluctuated 115.02% from a day low at $2.93 to a day high of $6.30. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 74.46% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, and, in total, 36 million more shares were traded than the day before. In total, 37 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $180.45 million. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising the short-term trend up, and an even stronger rate of rising is indicated. For any reaction back, there will now be support on the roof on the current trend broken at $3.69, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to Fan Theory, $4.46 will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. Signals and forecast. The Ceragon Networks Limited stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $3.37 and $2.93. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, December 17, 2020, and so far it has risen 83.02%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume is rising along with the price. This is considered to be a good technical signal. Support, risk and stop loss. There is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and given the right condition the stock may perform very badly in the next couple of days. This stock may move much during a day, volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $3.37 between high and low, or 115.02%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 28.04%. The Ceragon Networks Limited stock is extremely overbought on RSI 1480. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity, but since the stock has broken the trend up, the chance for a major correction due to high RSI is very small, as the stock will find support at the trend broken. Our recommended stop loss, $4.67, minus 3.74%. This stock has high daily movements and this gives high risk. The RSI 14 is 80 and this increases the risk substantially. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 19 days ago. Is Ceragon Networks Limited stock a buy? Ceragon Networks Limited holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate, hold or accumulate, in this position whilst awaiting further development. Due to some small weaknesses in the technical picture, we have downgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a buy candidate to a hold/accumulate candidate. Current score, 0.000. Predicted opening price for Ceragon Networks Limited of Tuesday, January 19, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 19, 2021. Current price $4.69. Needham & Company LLC is very positive to CRNT and gave it a buy rating on January 14, 2021. The price target was set to $3.25, $3.75. Over the last 30 days, this security got 1 buy, 0 sell and 0 hold ratings. CRNT is overvalued compared to its price of $4.85 per share, has about average safety, and is currently rated a buy. Recommendation, REC buy. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the vector vest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $4.85. Current value, $1.61. CRNT has a current value of $1.61 per share, compared to a price of $4.85 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. CRNT has an RV of 0.42, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS fair. RS is an indicator of risk. CRNT has an RS of 0.92, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. CRNT has a relative timing of 2.00, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Very good. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. CRNT has a VST rating of 1.37, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $3.26. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. CRNT has a stop of $3.26 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Very good. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. CRNT has a C of 1.25, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. CRNT has a forecasted earnings growth rate of -6.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. CRNT has a forecasted EPS of 9 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. CRNT has a PE of 53.89. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 62.75. A. Earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. CRNT has an A of 1.86%. This is above the current average of 1.59% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. CRNT has a GPE rating of -0.11. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. CRNT does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. CRNT does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. CRNT does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, Dividend Growth Rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. CRNT does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. CRNT does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. CRNT has an VGVAL of 637,730 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume of VGVAL 100. CRNT had a percent volume of 5,734.30% on Friday, January 15, 2021. Percent PRC. CRNT price changed 53.97% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. CRNT has annual sales of $260 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. CRNT has a sales growth of -2.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SPS. CRNT has annual sales of $3.21 per share. Price to sales ratio, PS. CRNT has a PS of 1.51. Shares. CRNT has 81 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. CRNT has a market capitalization of $393 million. Business sector. CRNT has been assigned to the telecom business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. CRNT has been assigned to the telecom, equipment, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.